Who that?
Cocaine.
What's the word, gang? It's your boy Cocaine Reaction. I'm back with another banger of a video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel, gang. Road to 300 subscribers. Family members, gang, excuse me. Family members, gang members, whatever the hell y'all want to call y'all. Say, man, I appreciate everybody who been tapped in with me so far. Road to 300, then road to 400. Y'all know the whole spiff, you know. This is an everyday, you know, every video thing for me. So on this one, man, shout out to the Saint. Marquette. We gonna rock with him on this one, man. Single mom disrespects Marquette and ends up getting sent to Shadow Realm. The Shadow Realm. Crazy. Let's get right into it, man. Actually, I think this lady's name is Princess the Queen Maker as well. So let's get right into the vid.
It's not something that I respect because I'm a masculine man. I'm aggressive, which is to say, if you want to come for me, be aggressive, be straightforward, and I will crush you. You see?
Okay, so we gonna have are we gonna have a legitimate conversation, or are we gonna go back and forth with this kid stuff?
You're carrying on with the interruptions. You'll notice when you're speaking, I'm not interrupting you, I'm listening to you. And this is why you have to learn from me. The male is the natural leader. You're behaving as a child does, which is a pity that you would even have a child while behaving like a child.
No, I'm asking you, are we going to have an actual conversation, or are we going back with a power struggle?
You're still talking while I'm talking. And that is showing that you're not a civilized person. You are an example to no one. And the reason that I address this is because, number one, when you keep calling me the sinner, you're being passive aggressive. It's just mere silliness. And so what I'm inviting you to do is to step out of the silliness and be civilized so that we might have a productive conversation that might benefit some of the persons who are watching. Does that make sense to you?
Well, you said that I don't listen, but you don't either, because
I just said, does that make sense to you?
No.
But I just said
I've never watched your show. I told you that people reached out to you so
now
that we
lying.
could talk. No, I'm not. Oh, so now I'm a liar. How can you say I'm a liar? How can you say that I'm a liar, that I don't watch your content?
You done for sure seen dude show.
Are you just that? Are you just that?
She capping. Even if she haven't seen it, like, I'm not saying Marquette the same. I'm not saying that he just the biggest YouTuber or the biggest. He done been on Fresh and Fit a million times. Like, he done been on a lot of whatever podcast a million times. Like, you done seen this dude before. Even if you don't necessarily just know his content, you done heard his talking points on some type of show. Cause he get around. Like, he go to other shows and talk the same shit he talking to you right now. So that's cap. I think he right on time with it. I think she on bullshit.
So drivel to believe that everybody watches your content, sir. No, people reached out to you to talk to me, and they kept reaching out to me to talk to you.
Now she's trying to make it about her,
I didn't
but
know
she on his platform.
Until people started reaching out saying, talk to this guy. So no, sir, I don't watch your content, and I don't know who you are. So if you think me calling you the sinner is passive aggressiveness, no, sir, I'm just actually being introduced to you. So if you would like to be called the saint, I'll call you the saint. I don't have a problem with that.
You're already exposing yourself for being petty. And I want you to know that as an adult, there's nothing wrong with admitting where you're wrong. For example, using basic logic, which I know that you lack clearly.
Yeah, I'm petty.
One second. If you were to call someone by a shorter version of their name, you would use the beginning part of the name, which is the name is the saint and the sinner. Hence, you would use the beginning. So either you're a complete fool or you're illogical.
Or actually military, because guess what? The military goes by your last name. So what kind of game you want to play?
Are you serious right now, bro?
That's not a last name, though, dear. So my last name
it does. It does.
So
sir,
stop being silly. Stop being silly.
You want to get into a real conversation, or you want to be petty? Because we can go petty if you want to.
You already
that's what the whole show has started off petty.
Mind you, too. I mean, just to stop it for a second, I ain't gonna pause. Mind you, too. She switched sides. She got a child. She was with a man, but now she messing with women. But you trying to tell a man how men are, but you date women.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Can't make this shit up.
Right, because this ain't no educational nothing.
when you started, I already had to stop you from interrupting several times, which is a representation of your character. Furthermore, you somehow arrogantly wanted to speak of your education. You mentioned that you're doing molecular cell biology, which I think you think is impressive to me, which it is not. And I'll explain.
It's not about
why.
impressive. It's not about impressive. It's about getting on logic and reality. Okay.
It's
logic and reality.
I'll tell you why it's irrelevant, because you try to make yourself sound like you're impressive because you're taking a degree in molecular cell biology, but you're 37 years old and you're just now finishing the degree, which is a representation of your inability to be focused and diligent and to complete things. So listen, no, I'm not impressed with a senior.
Actually not. The point of the matter is this: either we're gonna talk about some logical stuff, real world stuff, or we're gonna play this ring around the rosy game, because so far it doesn't look like you want to actually get into a logical discussion. You want to go into ring around the rosies, and I can go and ring around the rosies. And guess what? Being in any kind of class, you don't have to have any type of background to go in a ring around the rosies, and we can do that if you want to. All right. No, so now either we're gonna talk about human nature, human behavior, or we're not. Okay, it's real simple.
I'm going to obliterate your ideology, but all we're asking you to do, and we've already asked you 3 times, is just to not interrupt.
All right. Furthermore, go ahead.
Cool. Very good. So let's start you off with this basic question. So one of your many claims is that women are the prize, right? Is that one of your claims?
Oh, absolutely.
Fantastic. Tell us about that.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, when you get down to nature, raw dog nature, and not a artificial system like we live in, it is the male. Yeah, it's an artificial system. Anytime you have to create laws and law enforcement to redirect human nature, you're living in a system. So in raw dog reality, the male pursues the female all the time. He's wired to do that. And in raw dog nature, women get to deny, the female gets to deny access, right? Because guess what? The male's ultimate objective, biological objective, is to pass his genes along. Now, this is biology. Now, if we can't even agree with biology, make her a prize? Then I don't know what we're talking about.
That make her a prize because a nigga want to fuck her?
You're a true comedian. Do you yield the floor?
I yield the floor.
That make her a prize because man want to sleep with her. Is basically what she said.
Rich Forever Way said, please just put her on game. I'm sure you know what she is. And Jerry said she has the gaslight tactics on tap. Wow.
Well, it's impossible to gaslight a man such as myself, but she's making many attempts. We'll see them fail, just as her life in totality has failed. But to your point about nature and the state of nature, you use strange terms like raw dog reality. I imagine you probably got raw dog, which would have made you a single mother. And I don't need
you assume I'm a single. You assume I'm a single mother.
You for sure a single.
What makes me a single mother?
You for sure a single mother.
You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Your attitude, but let me finish.
No. What makes me a single mother, Saint?
We warned you earlier about cutting off and interrupting, and I see that you're doing it again. And
so you can bully and not actually have a conversation, right?
You're cutting off again. You see, you've been warned 4 times. Yep. Did I interrupt you while you were talking?
Nope.
I'm not gonna let you sit up here and just say.
Did I interrupt you while you were talking?
What makes me a single mother?
Did I interrupt?
My attitude makes me a single
yes.
mother. Does my attitude?
Yes.
No, seriously. Does my attitude make me a single mother?
Yes.
You're behaving like a child. We've tried to establish a civilized debate here. When you were talking,
saying random things like that does not quantify debate.
You were talking.
What makes me a single mother, Saint? What makes me a single mother? No, you can't make a can't make a claim and then not expound on it.
This is the thing. She's trying to make an argument for it, but it's obvious with how combative you is. You a single mother, shorty. It's okay. That's the life you wanted. And even if you didn't want it, that's what God wanted for you. That's what He gave you. So, shit.
Said.
What makes me a single mother?
I asked, do you yield the floor to make sure I didn't cut you off? I showed you utter respect. Even though you're not a respectable person, I showed you respect. And when you were talking, I didn't speak.
Facts.
And then when I thought you were done, I still didn't go out there, except that I asked you. I said,
what makes me a single mother? What makes me a single mother?
So hurt that you can't be civil? How could you purport to be a leader?
This is
when
a
you can't lead
this is a
yourself?
She ain't lead
question,
shit.
sir.
You can't
This is a
even lead
question.
yourself. You're so angry.
Right.
You're
Sir.
so mad.
Sir,
Wow.
what makes me a single mother?
It's not your
If you
turn.
can, all you have to do is answer. You can't make baseless claims.
Now, folks,
Saint, just ask
sadly,
her, bro.
I had to mute, and I really didn't want to do that because
Saint, just ask her if she a single mother or not, bro. Like, she said to ask you about
I
it.
want
Just
everyone
say
to
it.
have the chance to operate as adults. But as you see, she was speaking. I didn't cut her off one time. When she was finished, I said, "Do you yield the floor?" Which permitted me to speak. Now that I'm talking, she's so angry
Yep.
that she can't contain herself, and she's interrupting me for the
That
fifth
laugh
time.
shit don't mean nothing.
This speaks to her character.
Bro, I just made a video about that. Why is it every time a woman get in her feelings, she start laughing? Like, it's definitely a coping mechanism for what you really feeling, because there's no way you happy and smiling about the shit that he's saying. You really upset about it.
It's like, how can we have a debate if she's so angry she has no self-control? It's a clear indication that something's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, Major Mind and Soul said, if in nature men chase women and not the other way around, what is a groupie?
Right. I'm going to school her right now. So first off,
Jay the Sinner said, mismatch.
oh yeah, this is easy work. She can't even control herself. She's behaving like a toddler. This is easy work. This is easy work. Let me finish obliterating her. So number one, she speaks of a state of nature. She called it raw dog reality, which is comical that she's speaking about her past sexual experiences. In terms of raw dog reality, as she calls it, which is a state of nature, she says that the female is empowered to deny the male sex. Well, this is quite comical because in a state of nature where she refers to there not being laws and government and policing, well, the female is not actually able to deny the male sex. I guess she's not watched National Geographic. Does it look like consent when it's mating season and the alpha male dominates the female that he chooses? So what you should understand about a state of nature is you don't want to be in a state of nature, love.
Yep.
Because in a state of nature, a big mouth yours, someone would reach back and slap the taste out your mouth and you could do all of nothing.
That's fact.
That's number one. Number two, in a state
I mean, it's a hard reality, but it's the truth. Imagine gang, crew, gang members. Imagine if there was no police. Imagine if there was no FBI. Imagine if there was, bro, women, and it's sad. Niggas, like, it's sad that it's men out here like that who be on that type of time with women. But it would be some dudes out here going stupid. No woman or child would be safe. Like, let's be fucking for real, bro.
of nature, if you were attractive and I wanted to slay you and you didn't want to go for it, I just take it. That's in a state of nature. Government, police, and civilization favors the female because it protects you, because in a state of nature, you get returned to where you really are, which is called a state of weakness. And especially when you're pregnant, you're further in a state of weakness.
That's facts.
The only time that the female is actually protected is when she has a male protector. Hence, the true value and power is clearly in the male, and you referring to the state of nature has only validated that. Now, in your emotionalism, I will yield the floor so you can get big mad and explain to me why you're not a single mother.
My nigga.
It's not my job to explain to you why I'm not a single mother. My question to you is, you said that I'm one, so I'm asking you what makes me one.
Bruh, I did my research. The lady is a lesbian. She got a son. She a lesbian. So that tells me you like women. The father ain't in the picture. So that tells me you're a single mom. It's all right, though.
And then I'll address everything else. But what makes me a single mother?
Yield the floor?
Yes.
Okay. Are you with the father of your child? Married currently?
Actually, yes.
She lying.
So you're telling the truth that you're with the father of your child currently married?
No, I'm currently married, but I'm not with the father of my child.
Huh? Hey, Daddy! That crazy bitch out there again!
just pick her up and drop her off. No.
Just
No,
lied.
Lie like a
no,
motherfucker, bro.
no, Saint. No, Saint.
Lied.
Bro, she lied,
No,
bro.
Saint. No, I did not lie.
Yeah,
I
you
not
did.
lie.
Yeah, you did.
My husband does not live with me. We are still legally married. And he, guess what? Just dropped his daughter off here. He picked her up and took her to get her hair done. So tell me, what makes me a single mother when I have an active father in my child's life who literally just picked her up and dropped her off? Tell me what makes me a single mother. Are you saying that I must be sleeping in the same bed every night to be qualified as a attached woman? Tell me what makes me a single mother.
Ooh-wee.
Get her.
Do you yield the floor?
Get him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Number one, I want you to know that though I must vanquish you in the public forum, for you are clearly a demon as far as ideology goes. I want you to know that I see through you like glass.
Word.
And
No,
what I
why?
see in
Because
you, I thought you
because the
said you yield
majority
floor.
the,
You yield the
no,
floor.
no,
Why'd you yield the floor?
no,
Why you talking
because
to me?
no,
You know
because
how to talk. That's why you single. You
Facts.
fuck.
Facts.
Saint, listen, I am a logical
you yield the
person.
floor.
Listen,
You're not
sis,
logical. I
sir,
thought you yield the floor.
sir, I didn't come here to deal with a toddler to you this. I want to discuss logical things. Okay. Now, with this personal attack that you're trying to do,
Can you tell me why you keep yielding the floor and then you start talking over me? Every time you say
Every
you yield
time.
the floor
He
and I
ain't
start
lying,
talking,
bruh.
you start talking
He-
over me. That is not civil. Can
He
you
not
explain it to
lying.
me?
because listen, so far this entire thing has been childish up to this point. You made a claim that wasn't true. Okay. What you're trying to do is smear, okay, an image. Okay. I didn't come here for that. I actually came here because somebody said that you were logical and that this was going to be a logical discussion. But clearly that's not the case. Now, if you think name calling and all of that is,
Where he
I'm
calling you out your
obliterating
name?
you. Yeah. In kindergarten land. Absolutely. In kindergarten land. And I'll give you that.
You're not able to abide by the basic rules of decorum. You have no emotional control.
At all.
You're not
No,
in a position to identify what's logical.
Right.
I gave you 5 different chances to where I said, please stop interrupting. You have such a lack of emotional control. You're not in a position to lead anyone for
Yep.
you cannot lead yourself.
Yep.
What is worse than that?
That boy is good.
I asked you a simple question and you straight away lied. I
Okay.
said, are you
What is
still
the lie? What is the
Are
lie?
you?
everyone is going to be able to rewind this. You
No,
realize
they can
In the video, run this shit back. He verbatim asked her, "Are you still married to your child's father?" She said yes, and then turned around and said no. She's a fucking liar.
No, they can rewind it. I am still legally married. Married. Okay. So me and my husband, listen.
are you in a relationship?
This shit crazy.
No, I am not, but we are still legally married, which is a question that you asked. Are you married? Yes, I am still legally married.
Okay, so you're playing games here.
Exactly.
So basically, when I suggest that you're a single mother, I'm suggesting that you're a single mother because I observe that you have a lack of communication skills. You are displaying a lot of masculine behaviors.
Yes.
Not
And you're
good
not
ones.
manosphere? And you're not manosphere?
Would
And
you
you're not
mind-
manosphere?
She's steady interrupting.
Look, I'm gonna let you speak because you need to speak. You need to get something off your chest. I'm gonna listen to you. Go ahead.
No, because
ahead.
see, at this point, this is just
He
triangulation.
dancing around you, shorty.
I'm gonna listen to you. Go ahead.
This is triangulation. Okay. All right. So at the end of the day, this is not about debating points. Okay. Marital status, married legally. Okay. File for divorce. Divorce didn't go through. We got to refile. But he's still a parent to his child, which doesn't make me a single mother when you have an active parent, co-parent.
You don't live with him. He don't live with you. Y'all are not together. That makes you a single mom. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Or are we playing a game about semantics with legality. What is it? You want me to be a liar because it doesn't fit your narrative.
You are a liar, though.
You
lying.
Your narrative. Do you understand? Now, clearly, we didn't come here to debate.
Got me. Look,
what's
we did.
the topic.
Just you're so out of control, and this is precisely why you are a woman that the father of your child does not want. And
no, he actually wants to be with me.
If he did, y'all would be together.
Because I filed for the divorce.
If y'all, bruh, if he really wanted you, y'all would be together. Y'all wouldn't be separated. He wouldn't be living in another house. He would be living with you and his child. If y'all was wanted to be together. Man, this girl here, bruh. The Saint is good. Because he really did let her talk like majority through the video for real.
And I tell you this, I'm happy to debate you, but we have to inspect the background and credentials of the persons we're talking to. You were the person who brought up that you have a degree in molecular cell biology, like we're about
that you didn't want to answer, that you didn't want me to bring up, but you want to talk about a marital status, sir. First of all, I don't even push the idea of women being with men. First of all,
you can take the sheiky out the hood, but you can't take the hood niggas out the sheiky.
Again, you're interrupting again. Let me explain to you why
this broad say she married, but she don't push for women to get with men. Honestly, I think Saint took it a little too easy on him.
Came up. You mentioned that you are a representative for women. Now, let me give you a comparison. Yes, a representative, a leader. Now, take a time out to be silent so that you might hear someone else speak other than yourself, because it extremely is narcissistic that you feel you have to be talking constantly. Many times I volunteered to stop talking so you can express yourself. Now it's my turn to explain something to you. Now, you said you're a representative of women. You're a leader of women. Fantastic. Leaders are always under scrutiny because we want to know that you are somehow better off or superior, or your thinking, philosophy, and methods have yielded greater outcomes than the average person, which gives you merit for actually teaching them. Now, understand this. If you are a woman who can't even maintain a meaningful relationship with the father of your child, you failed in romance.
Got him! Got him!
Whoa, hold on.
I mean,
no.
You don't. You hold on. It's not your turn.
No, because you don't.
She's
you
steady
don't,
trying
you
to
don't
cut him
get,
off,
you
bro.
don't get to paint a false narrative, sir. Sir, you don't get to paint a
This
false
crazy.
narrative.
No, you will get a turn. It's just not your turn now. And you should have taught your kids that, to take turns. I'm going to stop talking and then you can speak. It's not your turn right now. Be silent. And guess what? When you're talking, I'm going to take my turn to be silent. All right? Now, you're trying to step out as
Cooking
the
her
leader
ass,
of
bro.
women, and you failed at marriage. Marriage is supposed to be till death do us part, and it appears you're still alive. So you failed at that.
Thanks.
You're no example of romance. Furthermore, on a financial level, if you want to teach women, one of the most meaningful things to teach anyone in this land of opportunity is finances, and you've not excelled at that. And then if you look at education, you're just now getting a degree and you're creeping into menopause age. So you failed at that.
Ooh.
So the fact is, you have not outperformed any average woman. So
He ain't lying.
what is so narcissistic in your mind that makes you think you're up here to be a teacher of others? You are not an example of others. Your habits are very base. That's why I bring it up. And now that we got that established, I'm happy to go on to a number of debate topics that we have. But when you want to step out and say you're a leader, have some credentials. When I step out and say I'm a leader, I outperform the average man in all of the major categories that people seek success.
Talk your shit.
I now yield the floor.
No lie. That boy Marquette was cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really lost all her credentials. This lady been all over the internet. Of course, Charleston White gave her the business when he was on a podcast. And then Marquette, kept it real with her. Like, you lied. She talking about that she not a single mom, but you live by yourself. You say you divorced your husband. You have a child with him. You say you divorced him. He don't live with you. He lives somewhere else. That makes you a single mother. You try, we still married on paper. Y'all not together though. It don't matter. Y'all separated. That don't make you married still. It's insane. Like, she know he had him. I mean, she know he had her. So She tried to lie, and it backfired. That's just basically what happened. Because she capped about that. And she very argumentative. Ain't no man, bro. That's what's crazy too. As much as women see these type of videos of these women on these panels and talking to these dudes on the internet, there's no way that y'all think talking to men like that is gonna warrant you to get a man when he see you online acting like this. If you acting like this to a stranger online, imagine how she talked to the man that she loved. That's all I gotta say about it. That's all I gotta say about that guy, man. Make sure y'all tell me what y'all think about this video in the comments, man. Do y'all think she's married? Tell me in the comments. It's your dog Cocaine. Peace.
Now we can settle this like you got some class, so we can get into some gangster shit.